In the previous video, we looked at symbols and how you can use them to create globally unique values. And in ES6, there are some built-in symbols that have various different uses, but in this video, we're going to look at the iterator symbol and also the new for-of loop and how you can use them together to create your own custom loops based either on a complex data structure or function. So you'll know how to do a for loop in JavaScript, as with the C-style loop that we have here, or maybe using the for each higher order function. But we're going to look at how to use the iterator symbol to create our own custom sequence. And just to highlight what you can do with this, we'll recreate the FizzBuzz challenge, which is commonly used at coding interviews. So first of all, let's create an object. And we'll create one property or method function with the iterator symbol. And inside this function, we'll just return an object that in turn has one property or method function called next. So the next function returns an object that has two properties, done and value. And this next function will get called every time our FizzBuzz object gets looped over or iterated. And as this name suggests, the done property of this object will indicate to the for loop whether we're finished or not. And value is the actual value that's going to be returned. So let's create a local variable that's going to do the counting up to 100 for us. And in our done property, we'll check to see whether the value of I is greater than or equal to 100. And if you've ever been through FizzBuzz before, you'll know there are loads of different ways to actually solve the problem, but just for brevity, I'll use a nested ternary operator to return the necessary text or number, depending on the value of I. And of course, we need to remember to increment I each time next is called, which will ensure at some point the condition in the done property will actually be true and the iteration will stop. So in order to call the iterator on our FizzBuzz object, we use the new loop type that's created in ES6, which is the for-of loop. So instead of using the C-style loop, or even the for-in loop which loops through an object's properties, we use the for-of loop, which will call our custom iterator, which essentially calls the next function each time the loop goes round. And if you look at the output on the right hand side, you can see that value of I is being incremented, but displays fizz, buzz or fizzbuzz, depending on the condition that's met inside of that next function. So there's just a simple example of how you might use the iterator symbol to create your own custom sequences that can be used with the for-of loop.